The village chief was shocked. The envelope he was holding was actually a college acceptance letter. It meant their village finally had its first college student, but instead of celebrating, the chief looked stressed, because the name on the letter wasn't his son's. So right then and there, he came up with a dirty plan, use his position to swap the spot and send his underachieving son to college instead. He went straight to the admitted student's house, pretending to do a census check, and asked Gao Jialin to hand over his household registration booklet. Gao Jialin didn't think twice. The guy was the village chief, so he just handed it over. The second that booklet was in his hands, the chief snuck off to the county government, tracked down the head of the education bureau, and pulled some strings to completely rewrite his son's future. When Gao Shuangxing found out he got in, he was over the moon. "I got in!" Meanwhile, Gao Jialin, who didn't make the cut, was absolutely devastated. He knew this meant spending the rest of his life farming, just like his parents. He couldn't wrap his head around it. His grades were clearly better than his childhood friend Gao Shuangxing's, yet he was the one who didn't get in. After that, he locked himself in his room and refused to eat or drink for days. And get this, the village chief wasn't even scared about what he'd done. He went around telling all the neighbors his son got into college and was throwing a party to celebrate. Right when Gao Jialin hit rock bottom, his parents walked in and told him the chief's family was throwing a celebration banquet, and the whole family was invited. His dad knew he was hurting but had no idea what to say. Still, to avoid the village gossip, Gao Jialin forced himself to agree to go, no matter how much it stung. At the banquet, Gao Shuangxing was all smiles, and the chief was eating up every second of it, laughing the whole night like he'd won the lottery. But Gao Jialin was off in a corner, completely withdrawn. His parents were in poor health, and he'd been counting on college to turn things around for the family. Now he was staring down a life stuck in the village with no way out. The chief noticed how miserable he looked, probably out of guilt, and put on a show by inviting him in to eat. Even Gao Shuangxing enthusiastically called him over for drinks, so Gao Jialin had no choice but to go in and save face. That night, the chief showed up at Gao Jialin's house acting all concerned. He had the nerve to tell his parents not to stress about the college thing, just eat, drink, and move on. He even claimed that since the two boys grew up together, he'd make sure to find Gao Jialin a good job. But deep down, he knew full well that this spot had been stolen from Gao Jialin by his own son.